Hello, how's it going? Hope everybody is having an amazing Sunday. I broke the cam out again because it's a nice sunny day. Probably not for too much longer, but I have the filter on the camera for standby. On standby for when that happens. Yesterday we made quite a lot of good progress with our chat box. We added FFC emotes in. That is FFC global and channel emotes, which is pretty awesome. So now we are going to be working on adding BTTV emotes. So we need BTTV global and channel emotes, and then we'll have to work on adding Twitch badges. But everything one step at a time. We'll see how we get on. We'll probably end up finishing quite a lot of this for the end of stream, so I'm not sure what we'll be doing after that, but we'll see, I guess. Maybe we can work on the animations, because that's something that well, I was going to save it for next week, but we might get onto that before or then, so we'll see. Let me bring up stuff. I'm going to experiment with making the text even bigger for this stream, because I'm still not 100% satisfied with seeing it on mobile, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see, where did we get to? Let's just double check that the emotes are still working. We should have rich emotes and yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, so these are working. These circles are the placeholders for the badges right now, because we don't have that information loading in. We do have what badges they are, because that's in the message data, but we need the actual image, obviously. So we will be getting that soon. Toads, what's up? Hello. Look at that emote. Lovely. I had an issue yesterday where the images were getting squashed because I was setting the width as well, but I've just set the height, so the width should automatically just scale to whatever the height is. Set the height like that. Oh my god, we should just make all the images like massive. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Sunday. I don't have a tea with me here today because ramen earlier, and that was just a lot of liquid, so I'm good for tea right now, but I'll probably end up making a tea later. We have a little cat break or something. Where are we? All right, this was our FFC emotes. I understand why like Prettier decides to break lines into things, because when you zoom in this far and the lines don't break up, it's really difficult to see, like, because you have to keep scrolling left and right. There we go. All right, it should break here, right? Yeah. Okay, so the code will never go beyond that, hopefully. You just keep everything in one place. I'm doing well, just kind of waking up, thinking about what to do for the day. Nice. do have a quick question about this little project in React. Do you have a user effect at the main level that creates a new TMI client? Yes, that is correct. I put it in the user effect, and then I put an empty dependency so that it should only run once. And then I have a cleanup here, a return, which basically disconnects the client. So if I didn't have this, every time I save the project, or when I like hot reload, there would be a second client connecting. So this kind of just ensures that the previous client disconnects and then a new one connects. But in practice, this will only happen once because of the empty dependency. I think I can actually test this. Disconnecting old clients. Then I do this, connecting new client. I can get to my console. Connecting new client. Didn't look like I actually disconnected the old client. That's weird. That might... I'm not sure what that was. Check. I wonder if it's because... Oh, I've put this in an async. This is why. Let me comment this out and just double check. Because I think it's because of this. I had to wrap this in async because you can't make an async use effect. Like, I can't do this API call. Oh, I think I have an idea how to fix this. Okay, let me just double check this. So if I save this, I'm not using an async. So this is just in the root and I'm doing the cleanup. Let me console log disconnecting old clients. I do connecting new client. So connecting new client, if I make a change here, it didn't clean up. That's odd. I feel like it has been doing that before, because we've been, every time I've been hot reloading, there haven't been duplicate messages. Let me restart this. Let's see. This is only more of an issue in development rather than in production, because this empty array will... This is basically the equivalent of that lifecycle hook. What is it? On component mount or something? Did my question break it? No, you're good. I'm just curious why... I think this is disconnecting it. That was the basis of my question. I'm still iffy on the understanding of use effects and when the effects trigger. Yeah, so the dependencies is the key part of use effect. It's basically any variable that you put into this array. When that variable changes, the use effect will run again. If you were to just have no array like this, then this would run basically on every render, which is obviously going to be pretty yikes. So don't do that unless you have a use case for it, in which case probably use it if you know what you're doing, I guess. But if you have an empty dependency, then this will only run once when the thing mounts. Let me see why this is not doing what I want it to do though. Okay, so I think it was because I was doing the code in Oh no, maybe it's because I just maybe it wasn't hot reloading. Weird. But you can see that when I made some change to this, then saved, it disconnects the old client and the new client, so that this is basically a return out of this is a cleanup. So anything inside here that I only want to run once, I can make sure that, like for example, if I had a set timeout or a set interval, then I would want to clear that in this cleanup to just so that when this unmounts, I don't have something like still running, which is basically the chat. I don't want there to be two instances of chat. But I think I broke it when I tried to do this async, because if I try to do this, it's gonna be like, hey, I don't want you to make this async. So I wrap this inside an iffy, but I think this doesn't work. I'm gonna try and redo this. Let's see. I'm actually gonna get rid of those. Right. That's that, and then I do test. Connecting new client. Okay, yeah, so this actually doesn't work when this is inside an iffy. So I think I'm gonna have to reapproach how I do this. It's annoying because I wanted to basically have this run. I wanted to fetch emotes before I connected the chat. That makes sense, right? Like, I don't want to start passing chat messages until I have all of my emotes loaded. Does React create a new message element count as a re-render for the whole thing, or just re-render on a new message? So whenever a child re-renders, its parent re-renders as well. You can avoid that with use memo, and React memos is basically a way similar to use effect. You add a dependency and it checks if the dependencies are different, and if they're equal, then it won't re-render. So that's quite a good way to optimize things. There's quite a few ways that you can use that. But we're gonna have to try and fix this. So this is okay. We can fix this. Basically, I'm gonna have to make a second use effect. I mean, this isn't really that much of an issue, but it's probably good to try and work it out anyway, that I can do this. I'm going to make a second use effect where this is an async iffy, and inside this I'm going to run fetch FFC emotes. I don't even really need to await this because I'm not doing anything afterwards. You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna do that and keep that separate so that this is inside the root. And then what I'm gonna do is in our emote store, I'm going to make a new computed property called have emotes loaded. And this is going to be a boolean, which is going to basically going to be like a flag to say if our emotes have loaded, and it's going to change depending on whether all our emotes have loaded. So I'm going to add that at the bottom here. Have emotes loaded is a new computed property. And this is going to be dependent on if the emotes. Whoops. Bro, why are you doing that? So this will either need to return true or false. And the easiest thing to do is basically just to check if we have FFZ emotes. So I can just do object keys FFZ emotes. Oh wait, no. This is FFZ emotes. I can do object keys FFZ emotes dot length greater than 0, which means that we have at least one emote. Because this is an empty object, right? This is empty. So as soon as we have emotes, this is going to return true, and then we will know that we have emotes. Sweet Money, what's up? Hello, a wild face cam has appeared. It has. Only temporarily while the lighting is still good. I've been debating getting a... Maybe I should just get a cheap face cam. Not a cheap face cam, a cheap ring light. I feel like I wouldn't even use that much. Who knows? I think this is what we want. And then all I need to do is require this here in our state. So I can just do use store state and then const have emotes loaded, use store state emotes have emotes loaded. And this will basically, we'll want this here as a dependency. So if emotes haven't loaded, then don't do anything. But when this returns true, this will run again, and they'll be like, hey, emotes have loaded, let's connect to chat. So we only want to connect to chat after emotes have loaded, because then that way we can pass messages. Good. Wait, what did I say? That I want a good ring light? I mean... Elgato does ring lights, don't they? But I don't know if... I don't know if I could ask for one, because they're kind of... Oh, maybe if I wait a while. Oh, while the lighting was good? Wait. My cam... Oh, no. Oh, okay, it's not. Wait. I can just bump up the ISO. That's gonna have to keep reminding me to do that. Until I can get a ring light. I still support a janky homemade one. That is probably the way to go, to be honest. Trust me, it gets worse as the evening goes on. Like, this is decent lighting, but as soon as I start having to close the curtains, then I'm gonna look just like a completely awful color. But I have a filter. I've got a filter on standby from yesterday. Let me just do this. It looks better in the low lighting. What if we coded it to auto-adjust based on the time of day? I'm pretty sure that is what the automatic exposure is for, but I've disabled it. Maybe I should re-enable it. Look at this. I think this is just the offset. I don't know. A lot of people guides have like recommended turning it off and to just manually do it, but I don't know because my lighting changes depending on, like you said, time of day. Maybe I should just leave it on automatic. I mean, it's not bad. It's actually probably better than what I was doing. I was probably adding way too much ISO. I don't know anything about this camera stuff. Hardware is just not my department. Let's see. I'm just going to leave white balance on. I'll just toggle that when we get to yeah, I should probably enable that. I think auto exposure and auto white balance work well for your case. You want to turn them off if you have control over lighting is consistent. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because then you can fine tune it to like to your existing lighting sources. But because mine is basically just the sun, it's probably not the best idea. But when I close the curtains, then I have to turn on the light because we have much shorter days now. Then I can turn those off. So that makes sense. Yes. Let's see if this worked. Oh, yikes. Oh, no, it's fine. Connecting new client. We have test. And then I do run test. Disconnecting old client, connecting new client. Woo, it works. Okay, we're now good. I actually probably don't even need to make this async. But I'm gonna leave it because we need to fetch BTTV emotes, so it's fine. Okay, good. We need to get our BTTV emotes now though, so let's do that. I forgot where to get those BTTV emotes API. This looks familiar. BTTV API cached users. Okay, I think this is what we want. So these are channel and these are global. Yes, I think I recognize some of these. Feels bad, man. Okay, yeah, this is one. Are there any global GIF emotes? No, I don't think there are. Okay, we need our channel ID. I'm just going to use the Stream Elements API. There's my channel ID. Hey, okay, there we go. And this does return GIF emotes. Hi, commands. Oh, this doesn't give us our URLs. We need Can someone? I'll do it. It's fine. Oh god, I'm so. It's like. It's not auto doing the thingy. I'm bumping the conversation. Adam Flair, thank you for the follow. What's up? Okay, I think this is probably better. Slightly better. We'll make do. I need to look at the emotes API one day. Had a hankering to write my own stream avatars that supports things like emotes, as the existing one doesn't. That's kind of a missed opportunity, I feel like, because emotes are a pretty big thing on Twitch. I know Scribs is working on he's using emotes for his chatbot. Not chatbot, his chat game. I don't know how he's getting on with that. I think he's probably on pause for a while. Love your work. Thank you, I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. Hackermans. I'm a Hackermans. We need this. Okay. This. Okay, so the URL is the ID. And then I'm guessing we can make this 4 times? 3 times? Okay, max is 3 times. Look at that. Hackermans. Alright, in that case, let's implement that. I was just shocked as you. UI for settings is a disaster too, so it'd be nice to rewrite it. Oh really? For stream avatars? I've never actually used stream avatars. Oh, that's right, because you've enabled it recently for your Halloween season. There's some pretty fun things you can do with that. Okay, let's make a new BTTV section. Chatbox emotes. Set BTTV emotes. BTTV emotes. Which is going to be an action of the emotes model and setting the input type to the chatbox emotes. And then we want to do our fetch BTTV emotes. It's going to be a thug where we can do our side effects, which is the call to the API. Let's put that down here. So it's expecting BTTV, which is going to be an empty empty object, sorry. Set BTTV emotes is literally going to be the same thing as FFC. Thank you for the quack. Except we'll be setting BTTV. And then fetch FFC emotes is going to be, or fetch BTTV, sorry, going to be a thunk, which gives me an action, and there we go. We need to do our try because this could fail. Do a console error. Oh, that reminds me, I need to set this to be console error. We go. Okay, so it's neat, but the avatars are pretty simplistic, so it feels like you could get a working something out pretty quickly in Unity or something. Is that what they use? Unity? I guess that would actually make sense. Or is it not? It looks too 2D to not be to I guess they could use like Pixie.js or some kind of other web-based like game engine. It's probably what they're using. So then you could add like sprite sheets in for different models and stuff. Let's do global emotes first. So global emotes. Should I use the same? I'm just gonna call the variables whatever, and we'll just go back and fix it later. And the JSON. So this provides me this just returns me an array. This is actually really nice. We need to create a type for this though. Let's do that. So right here we have our namespace FFC. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna just create an FFC file, because probably declaring namespaces in one single place is a bad idea. Does this still work? Or are you gonna give me an error? Wait, where am I doing that? Oh no, this still works. Okay, brilliant. I can make a BTTV DTS. Copy this. Actually, I can't copy this because this is a different. Gonna have a different structure. Actually, I have no idea what they use. I would use Unity though. It's a separate app that lets you capture the window, so it's not web-based. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think probably for a local, if you're just making it for yourself, I guess that would be. You could get pretty crazy with what you wanted to do. But I imagine for like the scaling, they probably went with kind of a web-based thing. But I guess you could do web-based Unity as well. Depends how complicated you want to get. Okay, BTTV is actually pretty. Their emotes are pretty simple, I feel like. We're just gonna call this an emote. ID is of type string. Code is of type string. Image type is gonna be of type PNG thing, or probably GIF. And user ID is gonna be of type string. So that represents. So this type bttv.emote represents one of these, basically. And then all I need to do is interpret this data as BTTV emote array. So this information we know that this result is going to be. Oh, that's right, because I'm not awaiting it. You know what? For the moment, I'll await this because I'll just do one for now and we'll just see what we get. But you can see global emotes comes out as a type of BTTV emote array. So then we can do, if I log this actually. Global emotes. We go back. Oh no, I need to now actually call this. That's fine. We go back to our chat box. I can just say fetch BTTV emotes instead, and then we'll run await fetch BTTV emotes. And then in our chat box, we should have our BTTV emotes. Yay! I don't think I've actually seen much real TypeScript. I like the data type definitions. Yes, definitely. It's definitely nice to have that. I think I much prefer TypeScript over JavaScript now. Just for the sheer fact that it's basically all optional, that like you can just write pure JavaScript in TypeScript if you want. And then you have the options to do all of this extra stuff as well, these type definitions, which makes things so much more reliable. And the autocomplete as well on stuff as well. For example, if I go back to global emotes, because now I know that this is a type of emotes array. If I do global emotes map for each emote, I know that each emote is going to be of type emote. So then I have access to all of my type definitions that I just made. And I know that image type, for example, is always going to be type GIF or PNG because I declared it over here. I could add a Monka S type if I wanted, and then that would appear over here. So that's really helpful. And you wouldn't get that with JavaScript because it wouldn't know to make that connection. I guess, yeah, because this is obviously being loaded in from an API. But that's definitely really helpful for libraries as well. So I always look... Yeah, it's always good in TypeScript because then you know that libraries that you import that have type definitions will be easier to use because of this the typings. Very handy. What did we want to do with global emotes? We want to end up with a structure that looks like an object. So BTTV, the emote name, so the code, and then this will equal type BTTV and a URL. Or the element, I guess. Okay. Or should it just be the URL? Right, in the FFZ emotes, I've created the image, but I feel like actually we should just make this the URL. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. We're not going to make this the element, and I don't need to import styles. I've had a change of heart. This should just be responsible for being the URL of the emote, and then we'll figure out, we'll show the oh god, don't save that. Okay, we go back to message. Here is where we're doing the Twitch emotes. This should also be responsible for just being the URL. And then when we actually put in the emote over here, wait. Oh, parse emotes is where we're doing. Okay, so we need to go to parse emotes. Is emote word. So this function is basically going over every word in the message, and it checks if the word is a keyword. So if the word is a Twitch emote word, then it'll use the URL. Or if it's a FFC word, then it will use the FFC URL. So instead of just using the URL, it should be the element. So I need to make this the element. I wonder if I should make this function. I'm not going to make it a function just yet. I'm just going to do this. Class styles emote. And then I'm going to put the URL here. The reason why I didn't want to make this why I wanted to make this a function was because I'm repeating myself here. This URL. Oh no. Okay, actually. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna make this function. This is messy. We're gonna call it emotize. Emotize? Create emote element URL, which is a type string, or undefined. So this could be undefined. Ooh, how should we this? Let's just check if this works. This might work. If URL return null. Otherwise, return image source class. Oh, this actually does need to be the string. Styles emote, and this will be URL. And then we wrap this. So basically, if this emote doesn't exist, this is going to return null. Then it's going to short circuit over to FFZ, and we'll create the emote element there. Think. I need to find some nice getting started with node materials. I like all the structure you got going on here. Imagine VS Code does some lifting to compile and preview quickly. Yes. Well, I'm using React, so it comes with hot reloading. It comes with hot reloading included, which is nice. But otherwise, VS Code actually comes with... Oh, I didn't actually know you could go to type definition from here. The type definition. Interesting. I didn't know that. On just vanilla code, you can right click and start a live server. Andrew, what's up? 18 months. That's crazy. Your face, beautiful. This is probably the first time you've seen my face, right? I mean, not my face, but my face like actually moving. That's pretty crazy considering how long we've known each other. Only took, what, 5 years? No, it's not been that long. 3 years. 4 years. 3 or 4 years. It will help you keep... VS Code is just a fancy text editor. It will keep you the visual structure though. Oh, do you not use VS Code? I feel like you do. Or I guess you use something like... Probably something like PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook because you're a Python guy, right? Probably. Python. What am I doing? All right. Yeah. This is not working. Hello. Let's restart this. Okay. I'm legally able to drink if months were years. And also, I wasn't in America because when I was 21. I think the legal age for drinking here is 16. Pretty sure. And I think it's even younger than that if you're in like if you're drinking with adults, like if they just give you alcohol. Because better start alcoholism young. Pepe Fedora. It didn't work. What is actually happening here? Oh. What did it do to the URL? I've seen PyCharm but never used it. It looks cool. I use VS Code, but I rarely set it up to do more than text editing. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how that works with Python projects, because I'm sure there's a way that you can set up your VS Code to like be similar to Jupyter Notebook. There's probably like an extension where you can like run through your it like understands your Python project and stuff. I'm definitely a sucker for IntelliSense and like syntax highlighting and all that good stuff, because I don't know, it just makes me feel more productive. I enabled this inlay hints as well. I'm kind of experimenting with it just to see if I like using it, because I'm definitely guilty of writing functions like this. Some function I can spell, and then it takes in like different variables like a string and a number and another number, and then if I use the function somewhere else and I don't know what, if I like read the code back and I don't have the hints, it will just look like this, except without the hints. So seeing the hints and knowing what each variable like imagine if it was just boo35 and then I have no idea what each of them. I could look up the function and I could just see, oh, this means that and this means that, but this is kind of nice to see at a glance as well. So yeah, I'm kind of experimenting with seeing if that helps me. I didn't realize how much I used IntelliSense until I started working on this free code camp certificate online IDE. Oh no. Do they not have any IntelliSense? Is it just basically a text editor? Because I know, like for example, in Dev Wars, they use Monaco, which is basically, it's very similar to VS Code. I think it is just VS Code, but in browser. So there is a way to embed like this whole experience in browser. Dev Wars actually did recently add Emmet, so that's a win. I don't know if they added. I don't know if there's. I can never remember if there's IntelliSense or not though. Maybe. I'm curious as to why this message didn't pass though. Console log URL. Try this again. Basically, all it has is very basic syntax highlighting. Well, that sucks. I guess it's kind of like a trial by fire, right? It's just like good old days of just coding in Notepad or whatever. I'm an idiot. I forgot to remove the quotes. That's why it wasn't passing properly. So frustrating. Okay, it's fine. We have emotes back. It works again. Okay. I was wondering why it wasn't doing the thing. Yikes. This is fine. Oh no, this isn't fine because this has got a thing on the end. Right, here we go. Now we're good. I don't need this. I'll do this. And there we go. There we go. Now I can go back to this. Yoga, what's up? Hello. How you doing? Just gonna check the Twitch emotes are working again. Right, we're back. Now we need to return this. So what I need to do is go through global emotes. Let's make a new function called emotes. And I'm gonna do global emotes map. So this is our these are our global emotes. All I need to do is map over each emote and then return the emote code and then the URL. So we want to return emote code type bttv and then the URL. What is the URL? Here. So just this basically. And this is going to be the ID. Emote ID. We don't even need to know the type, I don't think, because it'll automatically know that this is a GIF emote from the URL. So let's console log emote, and we should get, oh yeah, we have our tuple, so I can now convert our tuple into an object. So this is going to create a key value association. So we have our code. The code is the key. And then we have the URL in that. And these should all be 3 times. Yes. Camera's probably not in the best position. Oh, was I too low? Also, I'm looking really, I need to adjust this again. Oh no, I can't do that. It's just in the way of the console. Oh. I guess I could extend this over. I don't know where else. I could probably put myself at the top. It's probably not maybe the camera's too big. I could reduce the size, probably. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, I'll put myself at the top. No, I need to flip myself. Flip. Horizontal. Here we go. I'll make myself slightly smaller as well. Oh no, the snapping. Here we go. Sweet. Well, hopefully you should be able to see this now. A1 Pop, what's up? Reduce instead of a map should do the same. Reduce. That is probably true. But this works, right? I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. Now we can't see your file structure. There's nothing going on in my file structure. Emote fail. Wait, don't you have an AOD rage? Did you actually delete it? And then they didn't give it back to you? Uh-oh. I mean, we could... I mean, this works. We could practice doing it as a reduce. Let's see, what would this look like as a reduce? Just for practice. This would be global emotes reduce the in type. Normally I call these accumulator and value, but let's call this emotes and emote. And then the type that this would return is just an empty object. So we would go emotes. Oh, I feel like I always feel dirty when I'm what do you call it? Mutating something. Even though I know that the point of a reduce is to mutate the thing that you're returning. Type string can't be used to index type. Oh. Okay. Now are you happy? I think you're happy. Oh, I already called this emotes. Yeah. I'm just gonna call this all emotes just so I can see if it's logging right. Okay, see if this worked. There we go. It's the same thing. I mean, it does look slightly nicer, I will give you that. I didn't know there was emote variants now. Wait, emote variants? How do you mean? Oh, right. Adding like the what do you call it? The you can customize your emotes. Yeah. They added some like limited time customization things to different months. Which is pretty cool. I think they should do more of those. I think during Christmas they usually add Christmas hats, which is amazing because then you can add little Christmas hats to all your emotes. I'm happy now. Okay, fine. We'll keep this. Just having it. But what we need to do is also reduce the. You know what would look even nicer than this? If we did this. I just realized. We return emotes, emote code, and then we will just return this. Ooh, that looks so clean. And we don't even need to return an object. We can just return this whole thing. Let's do that. Need to copy this. Emotes, emote code. Ooh, that looks pretty. Very pretty. Very out of the Twitch loop. That's cool though. Still can't believe they don't just unlock all the variants for the broadcaster automatically. It's a pain to need to buy one if you're... Yes! Now you mention it, that actually makes total sense. Like, but I imagine it's to do with the fact that it has to create that image in like the back end or something and then to store it. So they know that people... They're probably trying to save on resources. Like, it's the same thing of where... they don't automatically enable VODs for streamers unless you go in and enable it, which I know has screwed a few new streamers over because it's like they try to go back and see their stream and then it's not there. Obviously, Twitch is just trying to save on bandwidth. Because why save a stream if you haven't told them you want to? Even though I feel like that should just be a default thing. Okay, we need to also now do the same thing for channel emotes. So let's do that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take away the fetch. Right now I'm just going to do both, but we are going to... we'll do a promise all to help save some time. But for now, we'll just do separately. So this is going to be literally the same thing. I can just copy this. I think it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh no, it's different. Instead of just returning all of the channel emotes as an array, this actually returns the ID of the channel. If I have any bots, my avatar, then channel emotes and shared emotes. Oh, these are my ng emotes. I forgot I had these. I made these so long ago. That's ng dabbing. This is ng being salty. That's funny. We have fire cactus in there, so we'll probably want these as well. Thank you for the quacks. Oh god. It's so funny how my lighting just changes so drastically. It's really a pain. This is why we should ban the sun. Alright, that'll do. Okay, so we need to make a new type definition for channel emotes. Channel data. I'm going to call it channel data because in FFC I called it global data and channel data, so I'm just going to do the same thing. And this is just the data that we get back from the API. So what do we get? We have ID. I don't really need these, but I'm just going to do ID at least. And then channel emotes, which is going to be of type emote array. And then we also have shared emotes, which is going to be of type emote array. So it's basically very similar. It's just that these are inside channel emotes and shared emotes. But we just need to let our response know. So channel emotes on fulfilled. This becomes channel data. And then let's so we'll just put these all into one array. I'm actually just, how should we do this? We'll go like this, BTTV emotes. And then this object we're going to fill with global emotes and channel emotes, and channel emotes, shared emotes. Oh, shared emotes. And then it will apply this to all of the emotes. So it will combine all of these arrays, and we should have our lovely final BTTV emotes. Let's check if that worked. So all of those, and then we should start seeing our emotes. Yay, there we go. Sweet. Now we can just slightly optimize this. We can just remove these awaits and just call these promises. And then create global emotes, channel emotes equals await, promise all, and then these. And this will basically just run these at the same time, but wait for both to resolve. And then, so these will execute at the same time. Going to watch, but luck mode as I make lunch. All right, sounds good. Enjoy lunch. I should probably take a quick break here in a moment to make some tea, because I didn't make any before the stream. I'm tealess. Right, save this. Sweet. So as you can see on the start time, these pretty much execute right next to each other because now we're running both promises at the same time. They're just waiting for both to resolve before we use the data. So this is good. And all I need to do is do actions, set BTTV emotes. So this will put it into our state. I'm actually going to update this just to do the same thing. So this is what we wrote yesterday, but I can probably optimize this to do what we did just now. So we'll want to make FFC emotes, and then emoticons, reduce, emotes, emote. I'm actually going to not return this in one go because I believe oh no, I could do this in one go. Let's see what that would look like. Emotes, emote name equals. This might look messy though. Dodge Whale, thank you for the follow. I don't know why the alert didn't play for that. I can probably replay that on stream elements. Stream element. I wonder if a token just expired. Oh, I guess it just didn't play for some reason. I don't know. Before I get my hands dirty here, I think I made a mental breakthrough on my little video editing project I did. Just need to figure out Canvas a little better as I've never used it. You're going to enjoy Canvas. There's a lot of really cool things you can do with it. Actually, yeah, my alerts are in Canvas just because there's some really cool drawing techniques you can create with it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of like, oh, it's getting really dark. I'm gonna open, actually no, the lighting's still okay. I don't want to look a weird color yet. Hi, FFC, URL, and then this was just HTTPS, and then this. I basically do this because the emotes that you get from the FFC, sorry. I don't know if this is a bit unreadable though. You know what? It's fine. It's readable. But basically, I'm mapping through the emote URLs to get the best quality emote because there are like 3 URLs you get from FFC. There's a 1 times, a 2 times, and a 4 times. But some emotes only have a 2 or 1 times quality. So this is just getting the max number of the object and then being like, hey, use the best quality emote that you can. As an oversimplification, I think I can take in a video, display in the canvas, and save each frame as an image, then do my manipulation that way and stick all the frames back together on export. Oh. That's going to be interesting to do in browser for sure. But I mean, you might have the FFmpeg thing, so that would actually be pretty feasible to do. You might end up having to write your own little render engine type thing, which probably sounds complicated, but it's pretty much like you said, like just taking apart a video, because a video is basically just a lot of frames stuck together, right? And then just stitch them back. Okay, I think this works. Oh, whoops, I forgot to give myself a starting initial value. There we go. Let's console log FFC emotes just to check that this is working. There we go. So as you can see, Beanie Hipster ends with a 1 because this is the max quality that this emote has. But then this one, Catbag, ends with a 4. So this is better quality, but it's whatever. In that case, this works. I'm just going to leave this like that. Okay, so if we check in our Redux, we should see that emotes we have loaded, BTTV, emotes, and FFC emotes, and our computed property have emotes loaded is true, so that means that all emotes are loaded. And actually, we can now apply the same promise technique to our chat box here. These actually we don't even need to await these, honestly, because this computed property is going to happen regardless. So I can actually just run these at the same time. There we go. So now all 4 requests should be happening very close to each other. Yep, sweet. All at the same 250 millisecond mark. So that's good. And then our Redux shows that emotes have loaded. So we have chatbox. So now all we need to do is apply it to our message. So we'll want to fall back on FFC if this doesn't work. So let's do that. So let's bring in FFC emote, BTTV emote, sorry. BTTV emotes, BTTV emotes. And then our function I just realized that we don't even need to separate BTTV and FFC emotes. we can just make one giant object. Well, let's do that. Unless a BTTV emote can have the same code, have the same emote text as an FFC emote, but I don't think there are any cases of that. We can make a new computed property. Let's call it all emotes. So this will combine FFC and BTTV emotes. Oh, the computed emotes model type chatbox emotes, and then what we can do under here is be like, hey, all emotes is going to be a computed property of two things. So state FFC. Oh, I even forgot to add. I forgot to add BTTV to this, so it's actually kind of lucky that emotes have loaded has run. I need to add BTTV to that. Actually, we don't even need this. We can just check all emotes have loaded. So let me do that real quick. State BTTV. This is going to give us FFC emotes and BTTV emotes. And then we just want to return FFC emotes and BTTV emotes. So this is basically just combining. I can actually not return. This is returning all of our emotes combined into one. This array basically just is where we're referencing BTTV emotes from. So FFC emotes is from our state, BTTV emotes is also from our state, and then we're just combining them and returning this new computed property, which is basically like a this creates like the dependency on these other states, which is pretty cool. So actually my have emotes loaded can then be reliant on all emotes. And then it can just be like, hey, do we have at least one emote? So this is then reliant on this. I'm actually going to move that under this just to make that kind of clearer. That should be fine in that case. So now under here, instead of requiring these separately, I can be like all emotes. This will be all emotes. And then I can be under here. Is either going to be of Twitch emotes or under all other emotes. Should I call it all FFC and BTTV emotes, or is that going to be too much of a mouthful? I'm just going to call it all emotes for now. There we go. So now I can go back to what am I going back to? Chat. And then I can use BTTV emotes. Let's see. What's a BTTV emote we have? ngdab. Hey, there we go. We have BTTV emotes. And that should be global as well. And FFC and Twitch and GIF emotes. Nice. PogChamp. It's funny that my old chatbox doesn't support Twitch GIFs emotes, but I'm pretty sure I was doing the same thing. I have no idea. Okay, in that case, I think that works. So, what should we do next? I think we'll have to work on badges next, but... Dinip, what is up? Do you know 7TV? That would be cool to add since most overlays don't support it. 7TV, I think I've heard of it. It doesn't seem familiar. Let me look it up. Do they have an API? 7TV. Because that will be the main question as to whether you can support it or not, is whether or not they have a an API for their emotes. I'm just going to turn on the light real quick because it's been blinded. I also put the kettle on for making a tea. Alright. There's a wrapper for getting emotes. 7TV. Wait, is 7TV a... Oh, it's an emote service and extension for Twitch and YouTube. Okay. The way it sounded, like 7TV sounded just like another streaming thing. That, I guess that wouldn't have made sense. Interesting. Well, there's a wrapper for it, so I'm assuming the wrapper is calling the API. Uses graph query. Here is the API. This is the client. User remote query. Query user. Okay, so they have a graph query API, which means it would probably be, you would just use this. Gives in static, 200 emotes free. Looks to be a shit show because it's so new. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it has 200,000 users, but I don't think I've seen any mention of it. It's curious. Alright, I'm gonna go make my tea. I'll be right back. Whoops, most started muted. Has no moderation whatsoever currently. Oh, that's interesting. I guess they just let whatever emotes on that they want. I need to re-enable these. Well, we still need to add Twitch badges. So maybe if we're just looking for something random, because it could be interesting to use the graph query language, but we might find other ways to do that as well. So let's do Twitch badges next, because that is definitely something we'll want to do. Also, one thing I'm curious about is, do we want to make these scale to the inner text or no? Or do we think having it full width looks better? Can't really tell. I don't even know if I can make these. Can I? I mean, I'm doing it on my current chat box. What would this be? Width? That's just the entire width. Oh, that's on the entire container. Oh, min content. I guess we could just use min content on message container. Let's try it. Message container with min content. Oh, and we could set a min width. Actually, let me see. Best. Okay, yeah, so that's the, because of the badges. But then if I wrote something really long, go like this. And that would be because of the badges. I mean, yeah, that's kind of cool looking, right? You know what? We could connect this to someone's chat and see what it looks like. Who should we use? The emotes aren't going to load properly because, well, I guess the global emotes will load properly. It looks like. The global emotes are going to load, but the channel-specific emotes aren't. Also, I'm like really orange now, so I'm just going to turn that down. Let's see. Let's connect to the Apex chat, because why not? If I go to message, if I go to chat box, and then I switch this to be play Apex, this could go horrendously wrong. Oh, hey, look. It's a wide emote. That works. Great. Thank you for that. Oh, and look, it's scaled to your thing as well. That's pretty cool. We'll have to decide which style we like, but okay. Here we go. Oh, multiple emote. Wait, why did those multiple emotes? Oh, because the name wasn't that. So maybe we do want a min width. Because otherwise, messages can be like really tall. Or maybe, yeah, messages can be really tall. Okay, so we need a min width. What do we want that to be? What size were we using before? What if we just make it 100% of the container? Oh no, that doesn't work. Max width would be 100%, but min width would be, say, 50%? Or maybe just 25% of the max width. Oh, but then we still get really tall messages. Why is that? I'm gonna disable overflow. Where is overflow? Main, overflow hidden. Why can I not see the hit overflow hidden? Why can't I scroll up? Oh, you know what? Let's just disconnect. Actually, no, I can't do that. Yeah, like this. I wonder why. It's because, I think it's because it's taking the name. So I wonder if we should just set it to message. The frame animation should be at least twice as fast as that, you think? I mean, we have a pretty slow moving chat. I'm curious as to why this chat isn't moving faster though. Do they just not have a very fast chat right now? I guess not. They have 12,000 viewers. Oh, it's because it's in follower only chat? Okay. When it's multiple messages at once, there's a huge gap when it's animating, so it looks a bit odd. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. My hope was to delay the moving up animation until the enter animation has come in. But I haven't found a way to do that yet. That's easy to fix. We'll just change this. The duration we just want to be we can just make that a second. Or we can just make it off and see what it looks like. I mean, that still looks pretty good. Oh god, I won't focus on a message. Okay, so it is the username. I don't know what we should do about that. Maybe just make this 100%. But then that would make that all like that. What is this in mode? Oh my god. It's pretty funny. Okay, you know what? We're just not going to worry about the animation for now because we were already going to make that another stream. Maybe after the stream. So let's just make this that for now. And then we'll just focus on the badges because we still need to load badges. So we'll switch this back to this channel. Okay, So we need Twitch badges API. Announcing API endpoint for Twitch emotes. Get chat badges by channel. This is deprecated. This is actually not what we want. Here we go. Get channel emotes, get channel global emotes. We don't need those. Get global chat badges. I wonder if we could just use the same one. I need a token for these. No way. Why? Also, the mix ran out. 1 second. Is it an hour and a half already? Bro. auth token is missing. Okay, I don't think we're going to use that. Let me check my old chat box where I'm getting badges from, because I believe those are still working. I don't think I'm using the Twitch API for that. Well, I am using the Twitch API, but it's not through Helix. Oh, here it is. Wait, so this doesn't... So this works? Well, this doesn't work. Wait, it should work. Yeah, this API is still working. And I didn't need any authorization for it, so I guess we're just going to use this one. It might be deprecated at some point in the future, but I'm not about to go through the authorization process just for badges. Okay. And then the one for channels is this one. Where is my channel ID? Not that. Not that. This. Wait. Oh, I need /display. Okay, yeah, these are my badges. Sweet. Twitch API makes me puke, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's definitely a bit all over the place at the moment while they're still trying to migrate from Kraken to Helix. Helix is definitely a lot more consistent, but requiring authorization for every single endpoint, even if it's providing public information, is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Right. Let's do global emote global badges first. Should we make a separate thing for this? I think we should. We'll keep all our badges. We'll keep all our emotes here. And we'll just make a badges. Interface badges. Response badges. Like badges. Export default badges. And we want to import that in from badges. Badges. Oh, I need to call this badges model. And I need to export this. Badges model is. I'll make a PR now since Twitch is open source now to remove the auth. Really? I didn't know it was open source. Unless you're pulling my leg. I mean, I can understand why they did it, because they want to track usage of the API, and they don't want just random anonymous clients connecting. But there's got to be a better way. Oh, after the leak. Right. I see what you're getting at. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. Was it not? Okay, we have badges now. We'll just make a badges object. This is just going to be... Oh, how should we do this? Let's consider the badge information we get. So from a message, we get the badge name and then the badge version. So premium 1. All badges can be null if you don't have any badges. Okay, so premium. So we need to go just by username again. Or not username, but by the name of the emote. Or the badge, even. Premium. And then there's only 1. So yeah, that's the version. And then, as before, there's 1 times, 2 times, and 4 times. Okay. So we'll do the same thing. This is basically going to be a very similar type to emotes. We'll have a type. Well, we don't need a type because it's just going to be Twitch, but we do need the URL. Yeah. So the key is going to be the indexable type, and then the URL is just going to be the URL. We could throw in the title. Probably no point in doing that. I'm just going to leave it out for now. Okay. Badges. Badges is going to be of type chatbox badges. And we need a set badges, which is going to be of a type action. It takes in the badges model, and we want to set chatbox badges. And then we need to fetch badges, and that's going to be of a type func, because we need the side effect calling the API, and that's going to take in the badges model, but there's not going to be any input to that. We go, so badges is going to be empty array. Objects, set badges is going to be a function. Let's just set the state with badges. State badges equals badges. Fetch badges. Thunk. Actions. Because we need to call the set badges action after we're done setting fetching. Console error the error if we get one. And then let us async this. Whoops. And fetch the badges. So global badges. We need to make a type for this. I think I might actually call this Twitch. And I'll call this badges. No, I'll call this global. No. Can I declare a namespace inside the namespace? Can I do twitch.badges? Is that too much? I might just call it badges actually. I'm just curious to see if this will work though. Global data. Badges set string. I'm just curious which badges. Oh, you can. In that case, I'll do that. It kind of probably looks a bit ugly, but I feel like keeping it separated by service and then type and then the data response is probably going to be better. Yeah, I like that because it doesn't really make sense to call this BTTV FFZ and then just badges. I feel like it makes more sense to say that we got the badges from the service and that will be the namespace. Okay, let's do global data. So this is badge set. So this is going to be the badge name. And then version. So we need to declare badge type. Where the badge is a key of indexable string. Wait, no, the badge itself is actually going to be, we'll say the badge has the versions. Oh, this is getting messy. Badge interface, badge version. Image URL 1 times. It's going to be a string. There's a 2 times, a 4 times. There's a description and title. I'm just going to exclude those. Actually, I'll put in the title and the description just for having them there. So we're probably not going to use them. Okay, so this a badge version represents one of these. Because as you can see, for bits, for example, bits has a 1, there's 100, these different variants of badges. And so we're going to need to refer to the badge version that So then I think for the badge itself, I can do versions. Can I do key string gives a badge version? Or do you not like that? I guess not. Time Muffin, what's up? Build it. I am building it. We are building it. We are doing the building thingies. I'm gonna try and use a record. I don't know if I like using records, but you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go with it. Versions is gonna be of a type string, which is gonna be this indexable key, and then this refers to a badge version. You know what? We should just give everyone in our... Oh, I didn't know that's what admin badges look like. Thank you for the move. I don't think I've seen half of these badges on Twitch. I know there are Twitch ambassadors. I didn't know that's what the badge looked like. That's a pretty badge. An anonymous cheerer. Spooky ghost. All these bits. That's a lot of bits. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely weekend, Time Muffin. How am I doing for color? You know what? We're just going to enable the filter. Wait, where am I? Okay. Boom. Actually, no. We're not going to enable it yet because it's still... Oh, I don't know. We'll enable it in a bit. I don't have very good lighting right now, so it's... I'm just trying to fight the color grading. Okay, so we have badges, which makes a version. And then each badge set is going to be of type name of badge. See, wait, how was I doing it for here? Let's see. I was using records here, but then I was using... Maybe I wonder if I could do that. Badge sets. Type string. Which gives... badge. And then versions is a type string, which gives badge version. I wonder if this is how I can do it. Let's just use that as an example. I think this is how you do it. Let's try it. Because even though I like using records make sense to me, I kind of want to know that I want it to be a bit more explicit. So let's see. So if I now try to do a fetch on the global, I can do const data. I'll just call it data for now. Await fetch. And then D JSON, then interpret the D JSON as Twitch badges global data. So now I can do, let me check, data Hello? Console log, data. Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't work then. Because this isn't a key. Then how do I explicitly know that this is... If I do this? Interesting. Will you know badges sets then? And if you think that this is a string, this goes to nothing. Okay, hold on. What if I do this? Versions. Maybe this is what you do. Okay. I mean, this kind of looks the same as using a record, but maybe I like using this syntax a bit more. This would be like 1, for example, and then this would be like that. Okay. So it's a toss-up between either using this syntax or the record. I feel like the record... Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, the record looks a bit more explicit. It's just like, hey, this is just a record of where the index is a string and the value is a set. Because I could just name these to key. This. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't really know which one I prefer. I'm just going to save this for now so I have an example of both. And then I'll come back to that. Okay, but now we have the Twitch data. So we need to store all of these badges in our state and keep track of the badge name. So the badge name is going to be important. So let's use a reduce again. Const badges equals data. Okay, it's not going to be an array this time. Oh, it already is an object. I just realized. Yeah, it's actually already an object. So we could just... Oh, but we need to pass it into an object that's like more similar to our format that we want. One second, I'm just going to close the curtains. Looking way too purple. Object entities. Wait, do you mean entries? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use entries. So we're just gonna loop over. Ooh, yeah, we'll basically turn it into an entries and then just leave the key intact and just change the values. Probably what we're gonna do. I look a weird color right now, but it's better than what I looked like without any good lighting. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. So object, unless entities is a thing, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it's entries. Object entries. data. And this provides us with the ooh, we could reduce again. If we reduce, we're gonna get the accumulator, which is badges, and then this can be split up into, oh no, this we'll just call it badge for now. I'm kind of curious to see what this will look like. And then we're just going to return badges as which badges wait, chatbox badges. The badge is where badge is a string. Badge will have a version, won't it? Oh no. Wait, I thought badge... Oh no, because this is going to be like this. Key value. Wait. You know what? I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's just take this in parts. We'll just double check what everything looks like. And we'll just come back and optimize it later. Let's console log this. And then... Well, actually, a better thing to do is if I just copy all of this. Okay, yeah, that's all there. Then let's just console log this. Oh god. Console log which badges. I'm actually going to delete a bunch of these. We're just going to keep the first one, I think. That goes versions. Wait, did I delete too much? Oh no. There we go. Okay. Object entries. Oh yeah, true. I could just do that. Honestly, I forgot that's what my data looked like. I needed to do that because this is just one key. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's what I was missing. Okay. That's why I couldn't see what badge looked like, because I was looking for key value, but was doing it too early. So this should be of type badge. Right? No, hold on. Badge. Yeah, so this is of type string, and then Twitch badges badge. So if I go badge, oh, wait, have I messed something up? Each badge, no, I don't think I have. Let me go back to this. reduce badges, badge, and badges, object, console log, badge. Yeah, so this should be the key and the value. Then this should be name. Oh, I needed to not use the, okay. My mistake. Yeah, I thought wrapping it would not do anything to it, but apparently it makes it freak out. So this is the badge name. And then this is the badge versions. Versions. We're just gonna call this name. Then I can return badges name. Okay, so this is where we need to then convert. We need to basically say, we need to keep the version intact. So do I need to do another reduce inside this reduce? I think so. Versions equals object entries badge reduce I'm going to call this badge versions. Badge version. This will be versions. Badge. Version is not defined? Oh, right. Return versions, which is going to be itself an object. And we return versions, but it's actually going to be versions where we have the badge. This is going to be version URLs. This will be version URLs and image times 4. And then I return badge versions. Like that. I think this works. More reduce. Reduce. We're reducing the reduce. I'm scared to turn this all into one line because I think this is going to look horrendous, like unreadable. I'm actually going to see what this looks like. We do, okay, so we do this, and then we do this. We do this. How is this going to format? I'm worried. My sanity. Oh no, this would then go in this. And then this would go in this. I mean, it's not bad. It might be a bit much. I think probably for readability's sake, I'm probably just going to stick with this. This does look cool though. Will you understand it tomorrow? See, that's the thing. If I come back to read this, I'm going to be like, what the heck is going on here? I mean, with TypeScript, it's probably going to make it easier because then I could just go look at the type stuff and I could be like, oh, okay, I know this is that and I know this is that and blah, blah, blah. But, I think for future-proofing it, I should probably just leave it like this because this is definitely readable because I'm like, hey, I know that I'm reducing, I know that this is then the badge and then this is the thingy and then not everything is split up over multiple lines. Although, this still needs to be formatted. So what does that look like formatted? I mean, it's not... It's kind of similar. I don't know if that's any better. It's pretty much the same thing, just minus the returns. But then I can see that this entire line is what is being returned. So I guess we'll just stick with this. All right. Let's do this. All right, so we want that. Let me go back to this. We want this, like that. The initial value. Ooh, you're not complaining anymore. Interesting. Let's just console log this. And then let's call badges and just see if this works. Badges. Let's see. Well, it's all there. This is good. We have all the different versions of all the different badges. Very nice. Alliance and Horde. I feel like I missed out on all the really cool badges. Which bot? I do know there used to be global moderators. I wonder if they still have the badge for that. Global mod was an axe, yeah. Pretty cool. I know they got rid of those though. Right. In that case, I think that's fine. We do need to rework have emotes loaded. Or do we? We can have badges loaded, and then we'll just use both. I think that'll be the best thing to do. I'm curious as to why it's not complaining about this anymore. Did I not need to cast this to anything? I guess I don't need to. It's an empty object. Fine. Let's set badges. Set actions. Set badges. Twitch badges. And now we'll make a computed property and we'll do have badges loaded. Computed badges model boolean. Computed type. And we'll just make a new function here, have badges loaded, which wants to access our state because it wants to see badges, and then badges or Twitch badges. I'm just going to call it badges because we called the state badges. Object, keys, badges, length greater than 0, which means that badges have indeed loaded. And then we'll go back to chatbox. Badges loaded, badges loaded. Have emotes loaded, have badges loaded. If both of these have not loaded, or if either one hasn't loaded, then return. Otherwise, then connect to chat. Sweet. So in our state, we should now see badges have indeed loaded. We should be able to now cross-reference this with our message on the badge. So the badge is going to be of the string, because we did object keys on the badge data. Badges, object, so broadcaster, subscriber, there's the version. So we need the version to then get the badge data. So let's call in the state. Const badges, use store state, oh whoops, state badges. I'm actually going to call this, no, I'll just call it badges, because we won't have other types of badges anyway. And if we do, I'll rename it to Twitch badges, because I'm thinking it would be cool to offer custom badges or something like that, but not yet. Okay, so instead of returning a div, let's return or can we let's just do an image inside this. So if we do image source, we can do badges, badge, oh, so we do actually need the version. Okay, in that case, we can't do object keys. We need to do object entries. Because this will then give us the badge name and then the version. So map badge version. And this will give us badge, which is the name and the version. Why is this undefined? Wait, what is this mapping this into? No, but then it should just be empty. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm just gonna cast this right for the moment. Wait, how do I make you say that you exist? Something is wrong here. Asahi, what's up? Speaking of ride, hey look, works now. Woo! Asahi is founder, subgift leader, and VIP. And these will be in the badges. We do object entries on this. We get the badge name, and then we get the badge version. So this would be a tuple. Makes sense. Then I return the badge name. But why is this tuple? Why does this second of this not exist? What if I do badge and version to make you say that you exist? Cannot invoke an object which is possibly undefined, but that's what I'm checking for. Oh, hang on. Go. URL string. What? I'm confusion. You're gonna make the new Discord, I will invest. You're gonna make the new Discord, I will invest. Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Can you elaborate? A70, what is up? Thank you for the quack. Also, it's definitely the WebSocket needed an update, so thank you. Oh, awesome. I'm glad it was just that. Nothing more serious. How goes the chat box? It goes good. We are currently loading in the badges. I'm just trying to work out why this is giving me a headache. I think it's this. No, it's not. What's going on here? Badge 0. Chatbox badges is of type chatbox badges. Oh. See, this is why it's good to define types, because then you run into things like this where you swear you did it select something, but I've done it completely differently. I set up my badges to be of a badge name, but then I didn't realize that this would actually be a version. So this would actually be of type string, which would be a string. This is really ugly looking. This would be badge name. This would be badge version. This is why I was having issues. Okay. Hello. We go badge version. Actually, don't need to check that these exist anymore. This will be badge. And this will be version. Oh, don't give me that. I think Frederick Plays means he wants to invest money into Firegord. Am I making a Discord competitor? We should do that. Next stream project. On about the badge, it's always the pain because they have the defined objects. Remember having issues last time when they introduced. Yeah. So I think we have worked around it. We do have all the badges loading. So right here, I'm gonna show this. All the different badges. VIP. We should have founder. There we go. It's founder. And then this is the badge, and we've passed it so that we're always getting the badge URL with the version. So as you can tell, for like bits, for example, there are different versions depending on the number of bits that you've shared. Oh my god, that's so much money. It goes up to 5 million. I guess that's $5,000. So now we just need to associate the chat message to the badge. So as you can see on our badge data that we get from TMI, there is an object like this. So this is the badge name, and then this is the version. So we just need to connect the badge name to get the badge, and then use the version to get the specific version of the badge, and then display that image source. So that is where we're at right now. I'm just going to be like, I just want to test that this actually works. So let's just do that. Hey, okay. The badges are massive, just ignore that. You made me verify phone with Twitch. Yes, I've temporarily, well, I guess, I mean, it's a small price to pay for the safety of getting botted. I don't know. I've only come up against, I don't think I even had my phone verified with Twitch until recently, because I was just using 2FA. Yeah, 2FA, but I only had the app authenticator enabled. So I didn't actually have my mobile number in. Ooh, okay. Wait, so why is badge undefined? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because it might be an but if it's empty, then the tuple will be empty, won't it? I mean, I can just do this. I can just verify that both exist. Be like, hey, only render this object if the version exists. And then what I can do... Actually, no, just ignore that. Why wouldn't I trust Twitch with my phone after all? The worst thing that could happen, getting hacked or something. True. That's something to be wary of. Never know. Don't worry, I've heard it on good terms that it's probably not going to happen again. Probably. Would a FireWire network just be called FireWire? Oh, that's clever. I think that's our next app name right there. And yes, I will credit you for the naming. Don't worry. FireWire. Naming is all very important. Even though I never really, I have no, like, I know the basics of SEO, but a good app name is definitely helpful in marketing, because you don't want to call your app something generic and then you Google it and just a million other things with the same name pop up. We need to strain these. That's not working. Wait. Oh, hold on. Max width. Oh, do I not want to set oh, these are inside badge. I see. I see. Okay, I don't want to do that then. In that case, let's do this. And then we'll do this. Hey, look at those badges. Remove the background. Wait. Oh, this badge kind of looks weird like that. How does it look in my current chat box? Can't tell. It's kind of cut off as well, isn't it? I think so. It's probably harder to see because the background color, the name is the same color. Interesting. I mean, that works now, I think. Oh no, we're missing a badge. What the heck? What badge was this meant to be? GlitchCon and subscriber. Oh, subscriber's not showing up. Oh, that's right, because we haven't done channel badges yet. Okay, we need to do that. We've only done global badges right now. So let's do channel badges, and then that should be it. We might call the stream there because I want to save the animating for next week. Or at least for when we have a bit more time, because it's probably gonna take up a bit of our time. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. You've got a little cute dinosaur badge. Look at that. I should actually make the badges slightly bigger. Because the name is bigger. Let's make these 2 rem. You know what? They're big, but I actually kind of like that. We'll just make them big for now, because we do need to, what do you call it? Animate them, so yeah, we'll do that. It's weird now that I think about it, that the streamer doesn't have like a version of the founder badge instead of their standard badges. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, because the badge, oh, there's a cool partner badge. It's very nice. You know what? We should just give everyone partner. I wonder if we could actually do that. We can actually do that because I've done that on my old chat. It was funny. I didn't enable it for too long though. I mean, we enabled it for memes. It would be cool if we should have a channel point reward where you can temporarily get a partner badge for the chat box. Badges. All we need to do is say state badges map. Oh, this could be empty. Oh, we do map badge index. What is that Windows noise? I feel like it's coming from the mix that I'm listening to. Can't be me. Badge. If I equals 0, then be partner. Otherwise just be badge. If I equals 0, what is the version on the partner badge, I wonder? Let me look it up. Partner. Come on now. Oh, it's just 1. Okay. Then be 1. Otherwise be version. There we go. Everyone's now partner in the chat. Athen used the old badge for partner as his sub badges. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. That was hilarious. I'm surprised he didn't get caught out for that. But now I think about it, badges aren't even moderated, right? They're just by channel. So... Oh, Totes isn't a partner. Nessa, what's up? Hello, good to see you. Hope you're well. How is your Sunday going? Oh, okay, so you can tell why Totes isn't a partner because, unfortunately, Totes has no badges, so Totes doesn't get any badge replaced with a badge. But I can force it so that even null badges have an empty array. Oh no, not an empty array. Have an empty. We can just do this. Partner 1. Okay, no, we can't do that. Yes, actually, we can do that. I just deleted the wrong character. But now this also means that everyone who has a badge is going to have double partner. Teamin, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. How is it going? Having a lazy Sunday, that is the best way to spend your Sunday. Definitely. That's weird because I definitely did have a global badge set. You can check what badges you have. Oh, there you go. It's your the charity. I have that as well. That's pretty cool. I still have mine. I'll probably have to break it out for Christmas. I've been using my dinosaur one because it's very cute, and dinosaurs are pretty awesome. Okay, the last thing we need to do is channel emotes, channel badges, sorry, and then I think we're good. Then we are good. So that's this one. So let's quickly. Okay. So badge sets for subscriber data is just the same format, except there's only one subscriber key. So this is actually perfect because, oh wait. There's subscriber in this, isn't there? Is there? There is. This is just the default star. We can overwrite it. We should be able to overwrite it. I think we can overwrite it. You gotta hit those gyms and start collecting badges if you want to be part of the league. That is the best way to collect badges. Who needs to go to... Those are the types of gyms I frequent. They should honestly just... There should be, if they haven't already, there should be a gym somewhere in the world that's styled like a Pokemon gym, because then I would definitely go. If I ever open a gym, I'm definitely gonna style it like a Pokemon gym because that would be incredible. Okay, this is global data, global badges, global, yeah, global badges, const channel badges, await fetch, and then do the same thing. I'm actually going to this is technically the same thing. I'm just going to duplicate it just so that for clarity it's slightly, but the structure is the same. Channel data, then channel data, and then all we need to do is combine them. So I guess I can just do this. And then this. And the subscribers from channel badges should overwrite global badges. I guess we'll find out. I feel like Portland would be the first place to coin that idea. Pokemon Go is the best themed gym. Oh, true. I haven't actually, I should probably play, like, I remember, like, playing a bit of it. I don't know, I didn't really, get into Pokemon Go. I should pick it up again. It would be a good excuse to, go exercising and just go for a walk. They turned my, my old place where I used to work into a Pokestop, and we would just like keep getting people coming in to use the Wi-Fi. So that was actually probably pretty good for sales. One of my local gyms had a Pokestop for their sign. They had a Pokemon theme for the first month decorated around the lobby. Oh, that's really cute. Went out of business last year due to COVID. Oh no. Yikes. Dalton, what's up? Thank you so much for the 10 months. It's crazy of you. And Professor Space Docker. Can't forget Professor Space Docker. Or Professional. I can never remember which one it is. But thank you so much for the double 10-month subs. You're crazy. Hey, look, your partner. Visualize your goals. This is what it'll look like. Probably not exactly like this because the badge will probably be a bit smaller, but there you go. The goals, dude. I think this is gonna work. There you go, it works. Although this is slightly transparent, so we actually do need to apply a background to that. I'm just gonna make it this. Here we go. My dream come true. Yes, this is why we have to have a chat box that turns everyone into a partner, so that you know what? We should just make. I should just turn the bit badges into like the giant like the 5 million. Like the 1 bit badge should just. I should just make it so that that looks like the 1000 bit badge. That would actually be pretty funny. I don't know if Twitch would let me do that, but they don't moderate badges, do they? Hmm. Upside GR, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. How is it going? The baby finally naps. I'm free. You're free. Nap time is the best time. I think I need to take more naps. That is what we should do. All right. Are we done? I think we are. I'm gonna do the animations next week. We're gonna get these badges animating in slightly nicer. They don't animate at all right now. And then, I don't know, we'll maybe, oh, you know what would be cool? We should add a text animation to the username. Ooh, that would be fun. I'm actually gonna close this. I'm actually gonna close stuff that I don't need. I don't think I need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. I'm gonna quickly experiment and see what that could look like in Framer, and then we'll probably call it there. But I want to just see what that looks like. So why would we want to do that? I don't know how to do specific text. Would I just make each span a motion span? Is that crazy? Would that be weird? So here we have styles, no, here we have the display name, right? What if we made this into a component? Let's comment this out. And then I do this. I go animated, let's call this animated username, where the username is the username. And then we make, I'm just gonna make it here, animated username is gonna be a functional component. I can just do this. Oh wait, you know what? It's fine. It's just gonna be. This is just gonna be a really quick test because we're gonna actually do this next week. Animated username. Where we pass in the username. And this is going to return, for example, the username. There we go. So if I take this, I put this here. This, oh, this is going to be undefined. This will never be undefined, but it's fine. It's not going to be a case where someone's going to talk in chat and they don't have a username. That would be a bit weird. Okay, there we go. So that did work. I could make this small, and now this is using this component for this username. Or I could just be like, username. There you go. So now we have our username over here in this self-contained component. So all we need to do is turn this into a an animated name. I'm actually going to delete this and do this next week because I want to do this properly in a proper way, but I just want to do this as a quick test. What I can do is if I just make this a fragment, I should be able to go username, split each word into a letter, and then for each letter, I can go return motion span, where the span, the actual content is going to be the letter, but I can then add, let's see, for example, hidden and visible. So these states. This is going to look really weird, I think, but let's see if this actually works. Initial, we'll use the state hidden, and then animate, we'll use the state visible. There you go. It did the thing. And then I have access to the index of the letter, so I can stagger these. I add a delay, where the delay is based on the index of the letter. So I can do, for example, times or plus 10, plus 100 milliseconds. Wait, I would probably want to just apply this to the visible state, I think. Let's see. No, that's not what I want. I would probably want this on here then. I don't think I've heard of a motion span. So this is based on the motion frame or frame a motion library, which basically provides a copy of each HTML element, but with extra attributes that I can use to animate them, which is pretty sweet. I should be able to do. I don't think that did anything. Let me see. Well, it's going too fast for me to see. What if I do times 2 and then an offset? 5 seconds. Oh, it is doing something. It's going way too fast for me to see. If I do this over here. No. The letters are there. The letters are there. But they're not animating in. Why is that? Opacity is just stuck at 0. I wonder if it's... Oh. I'm confused. Is right. What if I extended this duration to take? Oh, no, it shouldn't be, because it should still happen. It should still happen. I don't think anything is happening here. Am I missing something? I think I am. Maybe I need this. Maybe I need the style class. What is the animation supposed to look like? It's supposed to look like a staggered fade in. I think it's because I have this here. I wonder if I don't want this here. because I can see each letter it's being applied, but then if I take the opacity down to 0, oh, it does work. But it's not, maybe it's under delay. Animation delay? No, this is just this, the CSS property. Let me just try this and see what happens. I think delay is in seconds. I don't think, I wonder if it's, I feel like it's part of this transition. Oh, 10,000 seconds. I mean, that could be bad. But then it... Wait, maybe I needed to apply it to here then. And that's why it wasn't appearing. Try it. Hey! Sweetbud is right. It was because it was in seconds. Okay. I'm so used to everything being in milliseconds. Woo! Okay. So we can do some pretty sweet stuff with that then. I guess we just want to divide this by 1,000 to make it actually go a bit faster. Okay, that's way too fast. Just divide it by... Oh, not being in milliseconds is... it's fine. Sweet! I think I don't want... No, I don't want this on there. I want this on here. Imagine if Sam's name revealed at speed, one letter like every 3 seconds. I think that would be pretty monk-ass. That would be a giant reveal. I wonder what if this scale was working. Was this scale working? I couldn't tell. I'm just gonna change these values to be slightly wacky. I feel like only the opacity is changing. Visible. Y minus 200. I'm gonna just up this to be 100. Let's see. It's definitely got... Oh, is this because it's a span? Do I need to make these divs? Is that... It's a span, so it can't move up and down? Oh. Oh. Okay. I think this is because we need to use display flex so that they don't all stack on top of each other. 1 second. What was that? It was weird. We need this back in styles username. Here we go. And then I go back to message, I go back to username, I just do display flex. There we go. I don't think... Oh, something looks off about this now. Oh, it's because of the giant... Makes sense. Wait. Something's wrong. Yes, I feel like inline block would also work. I'm just used to using flex because it's like the go-to for putting stuff next to each other. Flexbox is life. Maybe I don't want this. I don't need it. Hmm. I should probably turn down the badge size, huh? You know what? We'll just turn it down a bit. Where is that? Oh, badge. I'll just make these 1.5 RAM. And then I'll make the emote size. Where is the emote? 1.5 RAM as well. Actually, no, badges can. There we go. It's a bit more realistic. I'm not verified. What is that icon? It's no. In this chat, you're verified. Everyone in this chat is verified. It's all good. How is the username looking? Okay, I mean, it animates, so there is definitely a. You can do some pretty cool stuff with that. We can make this a bit more subtle. It's pretty neat. You know what would be even cooler is if we shared animate states. Okay, you know what? We're getting into the weeds. We should just save this for next stream when we do a bit more experimenting. But basically, sharing the animate state will mean that we get to have these badges react to this coming in. Similar to how the messages smoothly animate upwards when a new message comes in, we can have these badges also maybe like scroll this way when the name comes in. I think that might be cool. Or something like that. We'll experiment next stream, I think. And see what we can do. And there's also the frame of motion documentation we should go through and see if there are any other cool things that we can apply. It's a very cool, smooth library. Ooh. Is there a public template of the chat app, GitHub or somewhere? Right now, I haven't loaded it. I haven't committed it anywhere, but I probably might at the end when we finished everything. I should probably be doing it as we go. But yeah, I've done everything on stream so far, so feel free to go back through and see the kind of stuff we did. Mostly, it's just been. I mean, the structure is all there. Pretty much classic React. The other stuff is more just about loading in all the extra things. But if you're using something like Stream Elements or Streamlabs, those will actually do all of the badges and emote stuff for you. It's kind of just been a nice challenge to go back through and add badges and emotes ourselves. I think that's been pretty fun. Oh, I forgot we need to do profile pictures. Well, we don't need to, but it might be a nice touch. We could probably get fancy with showing profile pictures. We could make it like... Ooh, what if we had like the profile picture be like a quarter, showing like a quarter of it in like as a circle down here, or making it like a really faded out background. That would be pretty sweet. We've yet to decide. Fires hoarding its secrets. Publicly showing all the code. Feel free to go back and rewrite every line of... Actually, you know what? Scribbly or Scribs did that very thing. And that was amazing. Like, after that, he owned that code because I can't believe he... Well, he only did it for the Q thing because there was basically... way back when I first started, I basically made this really crude version of the queue system for our alerts in Adobe Animate, and yeah, I guess that helped him out. So I definitely can't be mad at him for doing that because he put the time and effort into creating it, or like going through the stream. Because as you know, when I write code on stream, I always go back and change something. So it's like, you either, depending on where you are in the stream, I might have just changed it completely, like in the next 10 minutes. You have to keep up. Color determined when you want something, yes. I feel like I'm probably the same way when I'm writing code. It's like, if I really want to complete something, it's gonna happen however long it takes, for better or for worse. Usually for worse. But, you know, that's how we are. Kind of why I do it on stream as well, because it kind of keeps me contained. Because I'm always talking, and if something is looking more difficult to do, then it'll come across on stream and use that. Okay, I guess we're gonna call the stream there. Totes, Asahi, Sweet Money, have a lovely rest of your evening. Palix, you as well. And anyone else still lurking, have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm gonna go get food. I'm actually ending on time today, for once. We did make a lot of good progress. I'll probably actually keep the animation in, because that'll be a good... you know what? Actually, I'm going to delete it, because then it'll give us a nice fresh start next week for adding usernames in. Back to regular old usernames. I'm going to delete this. Here we go. This will be a nice picking up point next week. I'll leave the badges in for now. It'll be funny to come back to. Like, everyone got partnered while I was away. It was good. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can find someone to raid. This person is working on a thing to ban bots. Interesting. In C#. I haven't seen any C# for a while, so let's go there. Everyone, getting some fish and chips? I wish. I really want battered sausage and chips right now. That would be so good. Maybe next week. Everyone have a good rest of your Sunday. I will catch you next week, probably. And take care. DoorDash. They're probably closed. It's Sunday evening. as usual, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.